Well folks, welcome to the latest video. We just thought we'd show you this Cartier watch that we got from the car boot. Actually, it was a house cleaning shop, not a car boot. I'm just going to point some things out to you, because quite often you see a lot of how to spot a fake going on. They don't really show you an actual fake. So this is an actual fake. So this says Muster Cartier, and you can see the poor quality with which it's written, but the obvious things to look for are generally the weight, and this is pretty light, and we'll see why in a minute. One of the things that Cartier do is they put hidden Cartier inside one of the numerals. It's usually around here or around here. It's usually that one, in fact. And as you can see, it's not there. So there's an obvious thing to look for. Another thing you can look for is it should say Swiss made underneath there, and it doesn't. And we'll see why in a minute. You can also see the parlour state that it's in. Generally Cartier would make pretty good quality cases, and the plating does last a fair amount of time on a Cartier. And you can see here this is like a thin wash, which is more or less come off. You see. Now one of the things that's perhaps not so obvious to people who've never seen a real Cartier, which is why the fakers get away with this quite a lot, is that Cartier watches always have a screw case. They never have a pop back like this. And you can see here, if this was a real Cartier, there would be a screw there, and there would be a screw there, and there wouldn't be just a pop back case like that. There would also be quite a lot of Cartier stuff, authentic logos, etc. on the back here. Guess what? You don't see anything. So in fact, the quality of this just in the hand is doesn't feel even as good as a Seiko, you know what I mean? So you can spot that it's a fake pretty much just by what I've already shown you. Another thing that Cartier do is they have a sapphire set into the crown of the watch. Now that is actually a piece of plastic. That in itself is also a giveaway that this is not a real Cartier watch, so you can tell pretty much tell it's a fake. Inside the watch, well, look at that, surprise surprise. Pretty dirty actually, but it says made in Japan. And it's also a quartz movement, which is probably not entirely correct. So there you go folks, made in Japan. There's not much else I can show you really, but this pretty obviously is a fake. So there are some things, just basic things really, to look out for if you see a Cartier watch for sale and you want to have a look at it. Remember, they've always got screws in the back, and there are hidden letters in the front, and it should have a sapphire in the crown. And I think they should also have a goulash dial too. Maybe the modern ones don't always, I don't know about that, but certainly the older ones do. Right, okay, that brings us to the end of this video then. Well, that's one less fake Cartier.